Wish you all a blessed Aradhana day. Let us start with a prayer. Beloved Swami, all of us would like to express our gratitude to you for your constant, loving presence in our lives. We all gather in your name today to celebrate your presence and glory and all the abundant blessings you have bestowed upon us. We pray for all our brothers and sisters across the world, and we also pray for the frontline workers who are working selflessly to support all of us. Thank you, Swami. We offer this program at your divine lotus feet. Sitaram, dear brothers and sisters, thank you all for joining us again today. On this very day, 9 years ago, our beloved Swami left his beautiful, enchanting physical form that we have all been so attached to. And he gently nudged us all to go within and find him within us as the resident of our own hearts. Each year we commemorate this occasion by reflecting on his message and expressing gratitude for his constant presence in our lives. And this evening, we have a triple treat for you. We have 3 Sai brothers, musicians, here with us, Brother S. Kumar, Brother Dhurjati Mudigonda, and Brother Ishuwar Seetharam, who will be presenting a beautiful offering of love and gratitude in the form of music. We also have our brother Muthu Bhupati. He is the president of Satyasai Center of East Brunswick. He will be introducing the program. I will now turn it over to Muthu. Thank you. Enjoy the program. Sairam.
Thank you, Aparna. Offering our collective pranams at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. Loving Sairams to everyone, and welcome to our regional celebration of our Divine Lord's 9th Aradhana Mahotsavam. We celebrate Aradhana Day, though a solemn occasion, as a day when our Divine Lord left his physical form and instilled himself in each and everyone's hearts. Today, befitting the occasion, we conclude our week-long celebration with a grand finale, a musical program titled Glories of the Avatar through Divine Music, offered by 3 eminent alumni, Brother Ishuwar Seetharam, Brother Dhurjati Mudigonda, and S. Kumar. For those who know me, I am surprised as well, as this is my closest association to any music program in my life. Thanks to Swami and the regional team for giving me the honor and privilege of introducing these esteemed musicians. First, we have Brother Ishuwar Seetharam. Brother Ishwar joined Swami School at Prashanthi Nilayam in 1995 and graduated with a bachelor's in math, economics, and statistics from the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Higher Learning, Prashanthi Nilayam campus in 2010. As a student, Swami blessed him to be an active member of the music group and be part of many cultural activities, bestowing many opportunities to compose, sing, and accompany artists. Swami gave him the divine inspiration to compose one of our most favorite bhajans, Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana. He moved to the US in 2012 and completed a PhD in economics at Stanford University in June 2018. He is now a consultant at Charles River Associates in Washington, D.C., advising the US government, lawyers, and corporations on matters relating to industrial organization, antitrust, and competition. Next, we have Brother Dhurjati Mudigonda. Brother Dhurjati learned to play the veena under the tutelage of his father, Professor Veerabhadraya Mudigonda. Later, while studying at Prashanthi Nilayam, he was blessed with the opportunity to play bhajans on the veena in the divine presence of our beloved Bhagwan. He was also part of the orchestra that accompanied various professional musicians visiting Prashanthi Nilayam. He graduated with a master's degree in chemistry from the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He received his doctoral degree in organic chemistry from Osmania University in India. He currently manages a R&D group at a paper manufacturing company in Ohio. He has served in various roles at the Columbus Sai Center and also as the Regional Devotional Coordinator for Region 5. He lives in Columbus, Ohio. Next, we have Brother S. Kumar, who needs no introduction in our region. S. Kumar was born in a Sai family who were devotees since 1960s. Kumar learned Carnatic music during his Balvikas days at Neyveli in Tamil Nadu, and his music guru was Sri Chembai Anandamani. Kumar was fortunate to join the Sundaram Bhajan group in Chennai during the early 80s, where he got the opportunity to sing in the Divine Presence for the first time. He joined Swami's College for a master's in 1984, went on to complete his PhD, and was a faculty member in the Department of Math and Computer Science. Kumar's job brought him to the US in 2000. Since then, Kumar has been actively involved in many Sai retreats, giving talks, bhajan workshops, and music programs. Kumar received the divine opportunity to compose the Telugu portion of the famous student song, Humko Tumse Pyar Kitna. He is currently part of the Bethesda Sai Center, located near Washington, D.C., and works for Parsons Corporation in Washington, D.C. as an IT consultant. Extending a warm welcome and heartfelt thanks to the brothers for taking time off their busy schedule and be part of our regional celebration. A kind request to the viewers to mute your audio and turn off your video to minimize any distractions. Now, over to Brother Ishwar to take us all on a journey to experience the glories of our avatar through divine music. Over to you, Brother Ishwar.
Sitaram, Brother Muthu. On behalf of my elder brothers here, thank you, and thank you everyone in the region for this opportunity to celebrate the life and teachings of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba through his music. Today we will attempt to narrate the story of Bhagwan through his music, through musical events in his life. In other words, one would say we are telling the life story of his music. But Swami says, very interestingly, they're not really any different. In his own words, Bhagwan says, life is a song, sing it. That is what Krishna taught through his life. Arjuna heard that song on the battlefield. Krishna sang the Gita for Arjuna to listen. Gita means song. And he sang because he was in Ananda, whether he was in Gokulam in the village, or on the river Yamuna, or in Kurukshetra on the battlefield. You too must pass your days in song. Let your whole life be a bhajan. Let melody and harmony surge up from your hearts, and let it all take delight in the love that you express through your song. These and what an example he has been of living life as a song. So it is only apt that we attempt to relive his story through his music. Music that he loved, music that he composed, music that he sang and taught, music that he asked fellow devotees to compose. Swami says, devotional singing allows one to merge with divinity and to find him within. That is the reason why the Lord is described as Gana Priya, the lover of music and one who can be charmed by music. So we pray on this most auspicious day of Swami's Aradhana to let us relive Swami's life and teachings through his music with a prayer that we inch closer to finding him within and reaching him in this endeavor. Sai Ram. Swami was born on 26th of November 1926 in the holy year of Akshaya, in the month of Kartika, on the day of Somavara or Monday, which is a favorite of Lord Shiva. Mother Ishwaramma had just finished the Satyanarayana Vrata. Musical instruments began to play by themselves to announce the birth of our Lord. And what a beautiful darshan he gave, with a cobra lying under him and giving him shelter. Akshaya Samvatsarana Kartika Masana శివునికి ప్రియమైన సోమవారాన పుట్టినావు. నారాయణ వ్రత వేళలో నవ్వులు చిందించినావు. నాగ సాయిగా దర్శనం ఇచ్చినావు తండ్రి. పరమశివుడివా పరమశివుడివా నీవు పరమాత్ముడివా. నారాయణ సత్య నారాయణ.
నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ నారాయణ శ్రీమన్నారాయణ నారాయణ హరి ఓం నారాయణ. నారాయణ సత్యనారాయణ.
Our own little Satya, our Satyanarayana, was born. And what is very beautiful about these lyrics are that they were penned in the presence of Mother Ishwaramma herself. In the coming few lines, Dr. S. Kumar will share a couplet that explains further Swami's birth, the way musical instruments played by themselves. It was a couplet that is very dear to Swami, isn't it? And Swami used to ask them to sing it many, many times. Why don't you share that?
Sure, Ishwar. Thank you so much for this opportunity, to the organizers too. Sairam to all of you. It is such a great opportunity to describe about Swami's birth. It's a great opportunity. And so Swami used to listen to various singers during his time. And one of them who used to be visiting Parthi was Malaysia Vasudevan himself. He was sitting in the bhajan hall one day, and Swami asked him, please sing about Swami's birth. And that was when he sang this alap, which describes in pure Tamil the beauty of the birth of Swami. As Ishwar already explained to you in the lyrics of the words, here you go in Tamil. Tambur tane meeta mridangam tane muranga வயிற்றுள் இருந்த போதே ஜாலங்கள் மாயங்கள் செய்தான். 1926ஆம் ஆண்டு நவம்பர் திங்கள் 23ஆம் நாள். So when Swami used to listen to him sing this, Swami used to listen to every word of this as to how beautifully each one describes and enjoys his birth in his own mother tongue. Each one of us can imagine that Swami is born on 23rd November of 1926. That's exactly what's being said in Tamil here. November திங்கள் 23ஆம் நாள். ஈஸ்வரம்பாள் எனும். How can we forget Mother Ishwaramma? புண்ணிய தாய் வயிற்றினின்று இறைவனாய் வந்து இவ்வுலகில் அவதரித்தார். He was born in this world as that avatar. இறைவனாய் வந்து இவ்வுலகில் அவதரித்தார். அவதரித்தார். Narayana, Satya Narayana. That's how the song goes. We have a lot of things to address in this talk. We want to integrate our own ideas in different forms. So we will keep singing sometimes, we'll keep talking sometimes. It's not a pure musical program. It is about divinity through form of music. So thank you for giving us this. Again, it is important for us to know as to how Swami built his discipline amongst his own friends. So at the age of 10, Bhagwan started Pandaripuram Bhajan Group, Pandari Bhajan Group. So he formed something like a group where people would sing on Lord Krishna and chant his name. And that is how he formed that group. And even the villagers used to call him as Brahmanyani, even at that time. Even though he was a very little child, 10-year-old, Bhagwan displayed a sense of maturity in whatever he was handling, a sense of divinity in whatever he spoke, and a sense of bliss in whatever he sang. And that is how he built the team of his own friends and bringing this whole expression into a form of music where Bhagwan, in his avatar, he went on to school in Uravakonda, and that is when he was building this kind of a team even there. And so before that, we would like to hear the first bhajan, which was composed by Bhagwan himself from Dojiti. Can we? So, Dhurjati, I just wanted everyone to listen to Swami's bhajan and Pandari bhajan group. So, I would like to mention at this point in time that Bhagwan, when he was studying in Muruganda, he was going to school one day and came back suddenly and left the books in a corner and said, I don't, to his brother and sister-in-law, I don't belong to you anymore. I belong to this world. I've come for helping various people in this world. So I need to be on my own journey, and said and sang this song expresses when Swami threw the jasmine on the floor, it forms Nene Sai Baba. So that is what we are going to offer at this point in time. Nene Sai Baba nu Shirdi Sai Baba nu. Sairam, brothers and sisters, these are the words. Actually, every word in this song has been reviewed by Bhagwan sitting in Vrindavan as part of Sai Katha development. Every word has been heard many number of times. And so each and every word is confirmed by Bhagwan for us like a mantra. Apastamba sutrudanu Bharadwaja gotrudanu Nene Sai Baba Shirdi Sai Babanu Ivam Shiyudu Venkavaduta Tana Vamsamulo Janminchamani Varamadingenu Tanu Toli Janmamuna Avara Prabhavame Avataram Kavalasina Kanudi Diniyadatam Anuchunu Satyapulu Tisukoni Bhumi Paina Vedachallagane Sai Babanu Aksharamulu Pulamalaga Erpadenu Satyam Sirassu Chuttu Vintaga Divya Prakashamu Erpadenu Shirdi Baba Avataram Shri Satya Sai Ani Annaru Shirdi Baba Avataram Shirdi Baba Avataram Shirdi Baba Avataram Shirdi Baba Avataram. Swami brought unity among the villagers and purity in the form of white flowers. He threw them to show his divinity, where I would request Dojiti to continue his story and his music.
Sairam. So from that wonderful announcement that Bhagavan made that I am Sai Baba, Swami, the first bhajan that Swami sang was the Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, which I just had the opportunity to play per Kumar Garu's request. That bhajan is amazingly profound bhajan in that the meaning of those lines is really, really, really very, very profound and also revealing of Swami's mission. So Swami starts with the bhajan. I think all of us know this bhajan, and many of us may have contemplated on this bhajan's meaning. But it's worth going back and going through this meaning one more time on this occasion of Aradhana. So the first line goes as Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, and the second line is Dustara Bhavasa Garataranam. So Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, which is Swami starting with Manasa, which is mind. So the first, as soon as he announced that he is come down to help and to save devotees, the first letter Swami indicates is mind. So he has come to help us reform our minds. He is not going to change it for you. He is going to help you reform that. So that's how Swami starts. Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam. The way to reform is by worshipping. Bhajare is worshipping Guru Charanam, which is the feet of Lord, which really stands for feet of any, when we do a namaskaram or prostration to a feet. It is not only there is a spiritual meaning, but symbolically, feet is what we stand on and feet is what they stand for. So when you offer yourself at somebody's feet, you are committing to what they stand for. And what Swami stands for is what Swami is still revealing through that bhajan. And in the second line, Swami says, Dustara Bhavasagara Taranam. It is a very interesting line too, because the Bhavasagara, which is our life in this material world, is something, sometimes it feels very comfortable and very nice, and sometimes it isn't. And so Swami is reminding us, this Bhavasagaram is Dustaram. So it is hard for you to navigate through this. So he's telling you Dustara Bhavasagara Taranam. So, and then he says, the next line he says, Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai. So what Swami is saying is, he said mind, and he said you got to fill that mind with Guru Charanam. And now he's saying that Guru Maharaj, so Guru is everything. Guru is whom you worship as if you don't exist. That's why it's Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai Jai. Then Swami actually reveals, without us having to find out, that Sainada Sadguru Jai Jai. So he says, I am that Sadguru that I have come. See, so beautifully Swami gives you the entire mission in those first bhajan itself. Then he goes on to say, Swami goes on to say, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namaho. So now that Swami said, mind, and you got to do, fill it with, Guru's feet, or worship Guru's feet, and Swami is Guru, then Swami is giving a mantram. Om Namah Shivaya is actually Panchakshari mantram. He's giving that Panchakshari mantram within the first bhajan. Then he goes on to say, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Aruna Shiva. And this is a very, very beautiful and very interesting word that Swami use that Swami makes in that bhajan. Because Arunachala is something that Hindu, scriptures tell you that if you were to die in Kashi, or if you were to do darshanam of Chidambaram, or if you were to just smaranam of Arunachala, just smaranam it in itself will liberate you from your, these worldly bondages. So in Swami is saying, chant Om Namah Shivaya because it will give you liberation. And what is liberation? Omkaram Bhava, Omkaram Bhava. You become one with Omkaram, which is what is the origin of this, our entire creation, as Swami has, indicated. So very, very, very profound. This is something that my father actually talked about this to devotees in Sai Center. But a very beautiful way to see how Swami reveals the mission within the first, bhajan itself. Sulabha Prasannaya Namaha is what we say. And what else can be more easy than that? Not only that he comes, he says, I'm Sai Baba, here is my mission, here is the Guru, here is what you need to do. And that's it. In fact, as we know at the time, when the initial years, when Swami was, slowly allowing with his merciful will for the devotees to stay around him physically all the time, Swami, they didn't really have any more spiritual activities than being around with Swami. That's all you have to do. And this is something that we all realize really is that it can just being in this company of Swami in our own minds, can that really give you liberation? And that it is absolutely true, which is what other sages have said. But it is also what we know from our own little, in the instrument that I play, Veena. If I were to tune properly those strings and pluck only one string, all the strings that are tuned in that Shruti, they automatically vibrate. So when you stay in close proximity to God, when we tune ourselves to Swami's teachings, then we resonate with Swami. In that itself, we would actually achieve the goal that Swami has come to give. So with that, I want to ask Brother Ishwar to talk about some of those early years when Swami used to be so much more accessible to devotees, very small group. But they all that when we read in those wonderful stories, and also I think you had a satsang 2 days ago too, and so many devotees from that era, when they talk about Swami, the Lord, the Krishna that he was, it is just heart our hearts are filled with enormous love and joy for Swami. So I'll ask Brother Ishwar to continue from here on.
Thank you, Brother Dhurjati. In fact, just to take from what you just said, these compositions of Swami in his early days might have happened about 70 to 80 years ago. But a mark of immortality in them is that it feels like new songs every day. When you think about them, we are learning something new today. Manasa Bhajare is something new for me and for all of us. So thank you so much. When I looked at the songs that Swami composed at that time, I realized that these songs are pregnant with meaning even during this time. We are all going through difficult times. The entire earth is going through difficult times. And these songs are so apt for even our times. It's unbelievable that they were composed about 70 to 80 years ago. I'll present a few songs with their meanings. These are all Swami's own compositions or compositions of devotees around Swami from the 40s. Swami, you are the one who directs the play of the world, the cosmic play. Can anyone ever fathom your miracle? Jagamulanedi natakambu nadintuvuga, adintuvuga, yerugagalare neelilalu evarainanuga, Baba evarainanuga. O Lord Sainatha, have you forgotten us? We suffer from diseases. Is it our destiny to undergo these miseries? It seems that you have manifested yourself to bear the burden of the sins committed on this earth. So, O Lord Sainatha, look after us. Marachiti vemo madhilo mammu Sainatha Prabhuva. Marachiti vemo madhilo mammu Sainatha Prabhuva. వ్యాధులతోడన్ బాధలనుండన్ వ్యతలన్ బడుతే విధియా మాకు ఈధర పాపంబులుద్భరింప వెలసిటివత దేవా ప్రభువా సాయినాథ ప్రభువా సాయినాథ ప్రభువా. Carry on the journey of life with truth, righteousness, peace, and love as your pillars. It is your duty, the duty of man, to keep putting effort. But the success or failure in life is only in the hands of God. Therefore, just carry on. Do not violate the laws of nature when you do. To work is your fundamental duty. The secret of human birth is the remembrance of the Lord's name. Sadhana is the quality of a good devotee. Satya dharmamu shanti premalato ni nitya jeevana yatra saginchu. Yatna prayatnamul manava dharmamu jayapajayamulu daivadinamu prakruti dharmamu pattu vidakandi. Karma yoga me janma dharmambu. స్మరణే మానవ జన్మ రహస్యము సాధనే భక్తుల సార లక్షణము సత్య ధర్మము శాంతి ప్రేమలతో. And there are many more beautiful songs. Oh Lord, Sai Mahadeva, Lord of Lords, please protect us. You are our mother, father, guru, caretaker, everything. Sai Mahadeva, mammu కాపాడగరావా. తల్లివి నీవే, తండ్రివి నీవే, దాతవు నీవేగా, అన్నియు నీవే అని నే నమ్మితిని బాబా. ఓ సాయి మహాదేవా, మమ్ము కాపాడగరావా. There are many more beautiful songs. గురునాథుడవే గురి చూపితివే, తెలియగతరమా నరులు కనుగొన వశమా, చిన్ని కృష్ణ మురళీధరా, వెన్న చోరానను గావరా. One very sweet memory from this time, which one of the older devotees mentioned, and Swami himself mentioned in a discourse, is that Swami used to maintain a notebook of all these songs that he used to write, or the devotees at that time used to write, because in the 40s, he was the most regular member of the bhajan group. Everybody else was only visitors. Just imagine when Swami says, life is a song, sing it. To be an example, he's going through the difficulty and the hardship of writing down, maintaining a journal, so that if people forgot lyrics in those days of early bhajans, they all could take reference to that notebook. What an example Swami was. And from being this perfect leader of singing, Swami went on to find people. He started traveling to different parts of India, finding singers and inspiring them to compose, inviting them to Parthi to come and sing bhajans, and started this whole movement of music and bhajan singing in his avatar. Brother Kumar, please take over and tell us more about this era of Bhagwan, from being the leader to making others also leaders.
Absolutely. Thanks for the opportunity again. Ishwar, in this context, I want to recollect couple of days back, Mani Auntie had sung so many compositions which Swami had, sung during 1940s.
Yes,
It was so interesting to listen to her sing with all her bhav of, that childhood memories and stuff like that. So it was amazing to listen to Mani Auntie, and after that, Geetaram's talk narrated so many other beautiful instances. We have to recognize that Swami has blessed in every decade a set of devotees. So to answer to your point, yes, Swami was initially connecting in his mission individually, and then he was trying to travel and then make groups in each and every city, which will come up with on their own to perform something or even share some songs for them to sing and make them practice. She mentioned about how Swami used to take them to Chitravati and make them sing there. Swami had a picnic everywhere, so it was all his name, and it was so beautiful the way she narrated. Thanks to you, Auntie. I have to recognize that in this context.
absolutely.
And then Swami started involving so there were all folk music initially, right? And then Swami started involving Carnatic musicians from Chennai. So that's where he brought them, and then he used to make them sing lots of Carnatic kirtans. But the most one of those peppy tunes which made so many people sing, but those were all Telugu based. Rama Kodanda Rama Rama Pattabhirama Rama Kalyana Rama Raghava Rama Kodanda Rama Rama Pattabhirama Rama Kodanda Rama Rama Pattabhirama. So he goes on like that, and then Ni Rama Chintane Chalu Rama Nama Memel Ni Chintane Chalu Ni Nama Memel Chintane Chalu Nama Memel Rama Chintane Chalu Rama Nama Mem Chintane Chalu Nama Memel. So Swami keeps increasing the speed, where he brought Carnatic to such a level where everybody felt it is just a form of music anybody can sing.
Mm.
Such a Swami has made tough things very easy to us, and that is something we have to give it to Swami all the time. He's done big things which are looking as though very simple. So we have, this is a part of the era where Swami started forming various groups from various cities, and people from Delhi started traveling to, to Puttaparthi. People from, even though they used to travel in, like Geetaram ji mentioned, they used to take different forms of transport, but they used to come here and then sing various forms of songs. But later Swami said, please focus on bhajans. And that's where we want to, uh, Dr. Raja Reddy had come, then Pandurang Dikshit had come from Calcutta, various other musicians had come. So let's pick up few bhajans here and there and then see how the 1950s to 79 went through, okay, very quickly. I know we are running out of time. Matangavadana sadana Mahadeva Shiva Shambho Nandana. If you've noticed, those were the days Raja Reddy Garu sang the names with all power. There was no Mahadev. It's all Mahadeva. He just takes it fully. And then that is why I sang very loud. I could have as well sung very softly. But here, those days, there were no mics. People had to listen to bhajans 10 rows behind. And so when they come, they had to have a big voice. Mohan Rao Garu from Chennai, he composed what are beautiful bhajans. Like Shambho Shiva Shankara. It was composed by Mohan Rao Garu, but it was sung by Raja Reddy Garu. They had such friendship, just like all the later days too. Meaning, if I start talking about the descriptions, I still have to represent the two great musicians on the women's side, Vijaya Ma, and also Mrs. Raja Reddy, Jyotsna Reddy. They have introduced many bhajans. One or two bhajans which I want to sing. He Partipurisha Prashanti Vasa Sai Murari Sai Murari Sai Murari Sai Murari Sai Murari. You know what she said? She said she was not even singing. Only her father, Pandurang Dikshit, used to compose bhajans. Swami heard her silently when he was going around in Hyderabad. He heard her hum some tune. He said, today you're singing a bhajan. And her father was surprised. What discipline is required to sing in front of Swami? She said, no, she will sing. That is how Swami made her sing. After which so many bhajans, you all should listen to her interview. We cannot even fathom the bliss which she's narrating in her talk. Please go and listen to Dr. Raja Reddy's talk and Jyotsna Reddy's talk in Radio Sai. And thanks to Radio Sai for connecting us for over decades in so many ways. And so there's one more bhajan which sorry, it's very homely stuff. Namami Brahma, Namami Vishnu, Namami Maheshwara. Vijayama used to sing. Somebody described about Tita Triveni Sangama Charanam. When she sang from Swami's feet, the water of the three sacred oceans started coming out on that day, and that was visualized when Vijayama was singing. So I mean, they have seen the divinities in such close proximity, and for us to learn all the time. And Lingodbhavakara Lingeshwara, they used to sing. Those are the days when my father used to take me to Puttaparthi. There was an old Shanti Vedika, a pink building right next to Purna Chandra, which was later in '86 moved to the Vidyagiri grounds. However, I've got a lot more things to say. However, right now we will close with one little note that Swami went on to bring so many different people, different forms of music. into bhajans, where it became such a great thing for every city to go learn from just by playing by the ear. They have to learn. There's no recording equipments, but still they all took so much efforts to communicate. And so towards the 1970s, Bhagwan started the institute, 79, and then students started joining, and that was when Rupak Sharma, one of the students in Vrindavan, had learned one of the new bhajans, none other than Sai Bhajan Bina Sukh Shanti Nahi. Swami has sung so many songs. You described, Ishwar. Swami has given so much of variety in different forms of music in terms of various, genres, which we call. But still, Swami had the humility to go learn this bhajan from this student, Rupak Sharma, and learn word by word and render them. So, how much ever we may learn music, how much ever we may grow in this world, humility is the only thing which will help us grow, to learn more and to achieve a lot more things. We are just sitting only in music. How many things Swami has achieved? Music was only starting. So I will leave it at that. And so I'll request Dojiti to please lament upon your thoughts of the 80s to, later.
So Kumar, I know this is an ocean. We're trying to fit in a small coffee cup, so it's not going to work. So beautiful to remember those stories from early 50s, 70s. In 80s is when I had the great blessing of joining Swami's institutions, starting with my 11th standard there. And it's a very nice continuity from where Kumar Garu left out. And Swami, gave me a chance to play Veena during his darshan. And what is so wonderful with this divine Bhagavan's amazing, merciful Lord that he is, your skill level didn't matter. Your skill is absolutely, because if it were the metric, I still can't make it to Swami's feet, because Swami, even in those days, had great artists like Pandit Ravi Shankar, visit and sit next to, Swami, waiting to get a chance to play in front of him. Yet Swami, gave us the ocean of mercy that he is. He gave all the chances in the world, because just the way we pine to get close to Swami, Swami also longs to be with the devotees. And the immense grace of Bhagavan with the punyam that our parents and grandparents did, the opportunities that we all got was that we had the greatest opportunity to be with Swami and then just be focused only on him all the time. So in my journey to Swami, Swami gave that to me through the instrument. Typically, vocal is a lot more closer because you can sing your heart out. That's what they say. You can't say you played your Veena heart out. You can say you sing your heart out. But Swami gave us an opportunity to play our heart out to him on the Veena, on every instrument. And in fact, in 80s is, I'm going to call it golden years because I was there. And I know this is exactly the same feeling every devotee, every student from every, year of Swami's, their association would have. So, but those golden years, it is truly, from when you look back, it expanded the variety of the musical, performances, the concerts, instrumental bhajans, band, chakka bhajan, like the folk dances, all those, multiple ways of singing the glory of Swami, they were all coming together in those years. Also, apart from that, there are also a lot of wonderfully, classically trained musicians. My brother S. Kumar, who is such a great artist himself. When he came to Puttaparthi, he came with so much of classical training. He was a great source of encouragement and knowledge for students like me. And so
sorry to interrupt you, Dhurjati. Could you also mention about Maynard Ferguson and other people who brought into different types of music?
Absolutely. So absolutely true. So I was going to say at the time we also had, Hindustani classical musicians come and settle down in Puttaparthi, and they were part of regular, Swami's bhajan group. They sang bhajans regularly, and we had visiting artists, so many of them, and their love for Swami was so great that they wanted to give us, people like me who were mediocre at best in terms of our skill levels on music, yet they gave us a chance to be around them, to accompany them on the stage. And Maynard Ferguson is an extraordinary devotee of Bhagavan, and we had months we spent with him. And the depth of their devotion, the depth of their music, the sweetness of their music is something that is to be experienced. And Bhagavan gave them immense opportunities to perform in his presence, but they also gave us immense opportunities to play along with them, learn with them, and had band shot at the same time. Yes, go ahead, Kumar.
Sorry to interrupt you. Can you play one or two lines of whatever you played with Maynard Ferguson, if you don't mind?
So that one may be a little difficult right now, but because we played as a symphony between Maynard Ferguson, myself, and
I understand.
Muruganda. But we also had the opportunities to play with Sushila Garu, the great song that we all are used to. I'm going to play one line of that. And one other aspect that I think was really prominent during those years is Swami used to have, beyond bhajan, Swami had a lot more, musical related activities. Like Ramakatha was a regular at the time. And then plays also, Swami started getting us to, enact like dramas. Kumar Garu can talk a lot about these things. But both me and Kumar Garu were a part of one of these plays, Radha Krishna. And I would request Kumar to sing one or two songs that Swami composed actually, and Swami taught all of us, including instrumental music. And I should say one more point here. Swami's in music, Swami prepared all of us to put effort to get really good, to take time to practice. And then once you perform, you don't look back, you look forward afterwards. You're not looking back and thinking about, if only I did this, past is past, and you move on. So it's the same thing with spiritual practice too. Practice so much that your japam becomes muscle memory almost, but it also involves your heart. And then your focus will remain fully on Swami. This is a practice, whether it is music or spirituality. It's the same thing that Swami gave. Kumar Garu, why don't you sing one or two songs from the Radha Krishna play?
Okkanaadainaho chakkanaiya nato makkuvato muchatalu cheppinava So Swami used to stop and then say, you have a dialogue to go, right? So Satyabhama will, with all her jealousy, has to sing this. Cheppu. So Pasani Sadnida Maga Sagama Pagarisa. Oh, that's your piece. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Dubin. Okkanaadainavu chakkanaiya. There are so many songs. I'll just cover one more song. Swami gave different types of flavor in that. So, this is another one. కిట్టయ్య వచ్చునట్ట నిశ్చయముగా మన కట్టాలు బాపునట చిట్టి దేవుడు అతని చూడగోరు వారు అవధూతల్ అతని చింత చేయనట్టు వారు యమదూతల్ ఆశ భాషలందు విషయదాసులై మోసపోగా. Swami's composition is like that. What does that mean? If you involve yourself too much into worldly desires, then you will be far away from Lord. Isudaina Krishna Hridaya Dasi Asha Bashalandu Vishayadasulai Mosapoga Ishuda. Without getting lost in this world, please become the devotee of the Lord. That is the message in a folk style. In the same drama, he created different types of. So can you play some from that same tune? Can you play in the Veena just for 30 seconds? So, yeah, we wouldn't know the time passing, so I'll leave it to you to continue with whatever messages we want to share.
Yeah, so there is one more, I want Brother Ishwar to talk, but there's one more bhajan that I want from that era, which really shows how the bhajans started expanding a lot more into Hindustani and other, genres from, the Telugu, Carnatic, primarily Telugu, Carnatic. They also had others. It's not that they didn't have in the 70s, but this started gaining a lot more prominence during 80s. One of the bhajans, I'll ask Brother Ishwar to sing. Bhagat Vatsal Tiranam. You want to sing that?
Bhagat Vatsal Tero Naam O Sai Dukh Bhanjan Tero Naam O Sai Bhagat Vatsal Tero Naam बांधे प्रेम की डोरी
So these beautiful 80s, we can talk for a long time, but I want Brother Ishwar to talk later on. As Swami's, avatar had various stages in his, what Swami declared. Starting 90s, Swami started taking these mega service projects, humongous, which we can't even imagine. And at the time, Swami, in 90s, super specialties hospital was just getting constructed. I know Brother Kumar was actually there for the Shankusthapana of singing, So it's amazing to see how music was always part of everything. Just the way the ragam and talam and bhavam all need to be together. That is the melody, the rhythm, and then the feeling, how all those three make what we actually can call as music. The same with the bhakti, jnana, and karma together is what Swami calls as devotion. It's not a separate path that he gave. So while you started hospital, while you served hospital, your heart was chanting Swami all the time. So I know Ishwar, being much younger, came much later. I think he was in his past birth during my stay in Puttaparthi. so I'll request Brother Ishwar to talk about Bhagavan's glorious interactions during those 90s and 2000s.
Yes, thank you, brother. In fact, what you are saying rings a bell in my ear. Even in those years, until even 2010, Swami was very much involved with dramas, and he would even, take a lot of initiative into looking at the songs, even giving lyrics or couplets that he wrote in the past. And I also remember Swami used to be very particular about the paristhiti of a song. Just because there is a beautiful composition, it need not be the right one at that time. So I remember on one of Swami's birthdays, one of the brothers sang, Tere janam din mein sai, tujhe koti pranam karenge. It was a very, very popular song during that time. In that song, there is a line, Aaye bichde behan bhai. There is a song like that. And Swami said, he was a little upset about that because he said people for that birthday had come from certain backward class sections of society. They had come for a part of Swami was doing a service project for them, and Swami did not want them to be classified in any way or them to identify themselves anyway as people who are left behind. Swami did not want that distinction at all have to be equal who come to Swami's darbar. And so Swami stopped that song and said, sing something else. It has to be happy, you know. So just because a song was beautiful, it need not be right. And Swami used to teach in this way. And I would say that in the late 90s, up until all of Swami's physical years at that time, there were about 5 genres of music, if I may say so, to classify, that were dominant. One was, of course, Carnatic classical music or South Indian classical music from the South. The other was North Indian or Hindustani classical music. And then he moved away from classical music. It was folk music. So there was a very folk art form from Andhra Pradesh that Swami basically rejuvenated called Burra Katha. It was very, very dear to Swami. And then folk music from the north, he brought in Sufi music called Kavali and just made it something very beautiful. And then there was English songs. And just as you mentioned Maynard Ferguson, in our time, it was Brother Paul Erhard. He's a professor of music at the University of Colorado. And Swami brought him and he used to teach Western music and the brass band to the students. So all these were coming together. Swami established the music college and he used to ask those students to sing Tyagaraja Kritis. Now, in the Bhakti movement and in the Carnatic classical family, Tyagaraja is basically a ratna in that genre of music. Swami was very, very fond of his music. He used to speak about his music many, many times. In fact, I remember Swami said he used to narrate one kriti many, many times, other than any other one. It was called Yandaro Mahanubhavulu, Andariki Vandanamu. I request Dr. S. Kumar to sing that kriti and say what the meaning is.
ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనము ఎందరో మహానుభావులు. Bhagwan, as part of his own narration of Tyagaraja in the hostel, he sings this and tells that there are so many people in this world. Do not think, oh mind, if you are singing, don't get into highest level of ego. There are thousands of people who can sing better than you. There are thousands of people who can look better than you. So, deni chusi meer ahankar padutunnaru. What is that you're looking into and feeling egoistic? That should not be there. If you ego and humility, ego will so that is what this song is all about. Please, oh mind, do not have any ego and go towards the Lord. And that's the meaning.
Beautiful. And this was from the south. And then from the north, Swami brought Mirabai's music. Her music was written in the 1500s, but it was very dear to Swami. And one of the songs which is very famous from Mirabai is Payo ji maine Ram Ratan Dhan Payo. I remember you have played this for Swami. Can you play this, Brother Dhurjati, please? Beautiful. There used to be a boy from the music college from Manipur, and he used to sing this song, and Swami used to call him Gurkha. And one day he was singing a Meera bhajan, Ek Radha, Ek Meera, Dono ne Shyam ko chaha. And as he was singing Ek Radha, Ek Radha, Ek Meera, Swami very nicely said, Ek Gurkha. It was a little, moment of fun Swami had. But even in that, Swami was teaching that when we sing to him, if we really sing like Meera, we are forgetting ourselves. To remind him, you're not Gurkha anymore. Just let go, It was very, very beautiful, that moment. The other music that Swami brought was Sufi music or Qawwali, but not for the sake of it being Sufi music. Swami identified Qawwali as a wonderful blueprint where there was pace, tempo, there was high-pitched singing, there was deep meanings that could be conveyed in a sawal-jawab format or a question-answer format. And the energy and the participation, the joyous participation that people could get was something Swami enjoyed about that format. So Swami took that format in 2001. And can you imagine, typically it is when part of the university's commencement program, there is typically a drama that is conducted every year. It's a marquee event in the life of a student. And Swami changed that year in 2001, November. He had a Qawwali program where he was involved in every line that was written in a Sawal Jawab format. And simple lessons and very deep lessons about his teachings were conveyed in this format. For example, Sai ke darbar mein आओ आओ जी आओ सुन लो साई के दरबार में. And then there is a question answer. है एक जाति हमारी, ओ बोलिए कौन सी जाति है वो. Is there a single caste? Oh, what is that caste? मानवता की जाति हमारी. It's the caste of humanity. And how do we live? Samata, samagrata, samaikyata, saubhratritva. Live in equality, in unity, in integrity, and in fraternity. So very, very profound messages. Or it was just a beautiful way of pining for Swami. There is a beautiful Qawwali that is famous across the world, and it just says, when there is a feeling of emptiness in your heart and when you're looking for Swami, he's not there, just turn in. You don't need to look anywhere, and he's there. The world may be beautiful, that is his play, but really he's here. मोहब्बत की कमी दिल में अगर एहसास होता है, जरा झांको तो पाओगे कि साई पास होता है. साई बिन रहा न जाए. We just cannot live without Swami, can we? And among English songs, he gave opportunity every one of his birthdays since 1995. Every one on 23rd November, he used to give the opportunity to Dana Gillespie, a renowned British blues singer, to sing for Swami. And her songs also would be pregnant with meaning. There is only one caste, the caste of humanity. There's only one language, the language of the heart. There is only one God, and he's universal. And I remember one song, it's actually one of her not very famous songs, which was very heartfelt. And a line comes in the middle of the song. She says, I'm calling to you. And Swami turned and looked at her. That moment was just, there was a connect, your hair stand on end when you see something like that. And I'll demonstrate that song and then give it over to you. I'm calling to you. You're the one that watches over me. Take away my tears. Show me how to see. With my hand in yours, there's a chance that I can make it through. In these troubled times, I turn to you. Oh, guardian blue angel, teach me how to fly. Take this broken angel back to the sky. Take this broken heart back to the light. Oh, help this restless soul take flight. Oh, oh, guardian blue angel. Oh, guardian blue angel. Oh, guardian blue angel. And Swami loved Burakathas as well. It is an art form from Andhra Pradesh where there are three people, a singer, a narrator, and a jester. And together in this, again, question-answer format, they will tell the stories of Swami, the teachings of Swami, the story of Ishwaramma. That Burakatha on Ishwaramma was Swami's most favorite, out and out favorite. And it'll go like this, Aite Sodara, brother. And then the other person will say, Chappara, say. And then he will say, Mata nikide vandanam, Sai Mata nikide vandanam, Nitya vandanam, Satya vandanam, Satya Sai ki abhivandanam, Nitya vandanam, Satya vandanam, Satya Sai ki abhivandanam. Now, we asked Swami, they're telling in Telugu, how will people understand? Swami said, no. If the bhava is there and the message is universal, it'll just reach. So don't worry about all that. You just focus on the feeling. The meaning will just reach. And it is so beautiful. Swami is beyond language. It's language of the heart. It just switches at that point. And one song that I remember, which was really the language of the heart, I mean, it just transcends languages, is a song that Swami asked for in 2010, my final year, during the commencement ceremony. After Swami gave his discourse, he very sweetly said, can you sing me one song? Now, we had not practiced for it. No student looked at each other, but the Vrindavan campus, the Prashanti Nilayam campus, the Anantapur campus, the children from the primary school and the higher secondary school, the music college, together sang one song. It was not even a second thought. And I'd like to give it over to S. Kumar sir to continue from here.
Sairam, Ishwar, thank you. For want of time, I'll just sing a couple of lines and we'll talk about this song later. I know Swami has really enjoyed this song so much that any explanation is futile. Swami's bliss of having heard this song is the greatest opportunity. हमको तुमसे प्यार कितना साईं तुम ही जानते, दिलों की धड़कन तुम हो साईं, तुम हमारे प्राण हो, हमको तुमसे प्यार है, we love you. Dearest Lord, we love you.
Beautiful.
That reminds me, I would request you to sing a couple of lines from Mahadeva because we're running towards the end.
Sure.
And further, Dojiti can take over.
Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana Natanagara Dukha Bhanjana Sai Narayana Mahadeva Maheshwara Sai Narayana. Brother Dhurjati, please.
So on this Aradhana day, what is the message that we all, go back to? And that is something that Swami, in innumerable discourses after he taught us messages, for all of us, Swami used to sing this bhajan, what Brother Kumar mentioned, Sai Bhajana Bina. The meaning itself is profound, but so is the blessings that we receive remembering Swami, singing that bhajan. So I will play those bhajans and we'll end with that. And I hope all of us can focus on Swami in our hearts during this bhajan.
Thanks to the organizers for giving us this opportunity. And it's a great opportunity in terms of doing this on Swami's Aradhana Day. What a great opportunity. Thank you.
Sitaram, dear brothers, we are mesmerized and we really find it very difficult to come back to reality at this point. On behalf of all the viewers, thank you, dear brothers, for transporting us through your divine music to experience oneness with the divine and helping us connect with Swami, who's residing in our hearts. Over to you, Aparna.
Sitaram, everyone. Thank you, Muthu. Sitaram brothers, I just have no words to express our gratitude to you. We couldn't have asked for a better way to culminate our week-long Aradhana series. This is just so beautiful. I forgot that this was a virtual program. It actually felt like we were listening to you in person. And here you are in 3 different places on the internet. I'm just mesmerized. Thank you. We are very grateful to you. I also wanted to take a minute to thank all our guest speakers who have provided tremendous inspiration, especially in this time of uncertainty over the last week. We started this program on Saturday, April 18th, and it's just been one wave of inspiration after another. We're very grateful to Swami for that. It's purely his grace and blessing that we're able to do this. We would like also to thank all our moderators for making these programs more interesting. And we would like to thank our viewers. We have viewers from all over the world who are tuning in, listening to these programs. So thank you for the support and encouragement. And yeah, it's, all good things, I guess, come to an end. And it's, it's been like a tremendous inspiration for us even to put this program together. We, however, have our Sunday satsangs, which are study circles on Sunday afternoons. So we will continue those, hopefully for the next few months. So please do tune in. We will meet Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Thank you once again. Thank you, three of you. Sitaram.